Oh, hey, hi, hello, welcome on in. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. This is episode one of our new Daggerheart campaign, Tales of Elarion. Um, if some of you, if you've been watching the channel long enough, you may have seen this world come about once or twice, but it's a little different this time around. But we're going to go around the table, introduce who we're going to be playing, and what we're going to go ahead and start with ancestry, class, and the society that you're a part of. Um, and then just a little bit of description what your character will go ahead and look like. And we'll go ahead and start with Matt.
Average humanoid looking build, covered in bits of leather armor, some tight fitting robes, as wizards tend to be. But where their face is, they have no eyes, no mouth, no ears, um, just a dark, sunken hole in the middle of their face, surrounded by crosshairs of arcane RGB based off of whatever type of spells will be coming out of it.
Thanks.
Accompanied by
I
his
hate it.
little fire elemental friend, Agni.
I love it. Next up, we have Justin.
I am Justin. I'll be playing Glint. He is a Emberkin brawler. He hails from a Hearthborn community, quiet little village. He um, kind of looks like living lava. His body is solid, caked rock that has cracks and fissures running all through it, where you can see the glow of energy from the heat that boils inside of him. His face, he has eyes and some cracks in the mantle that kind of give the appearance of a mouth or a nose, but nothing overly descript.
You guys are all terrifying, and I love it. Next up, we have Nate.
Hi, I'm playing. 1 second, hold on.
Nope, not allowed.
Terrifying.
Not allowed, I know.
Sorry, I interrupted. Please continue.
I pull it up. Anyways, hi, I'm playing Giles Eplergarth. He is a fawn druid hailing from Waystation. Actually, just a little bit outside of Waystation. In a Wildborn society. Kind of alone though. He works the orchards that supply produce to Waystation, but his his little sanctuary is just a home that he's built for himself in a very tall tree outside of the town.
Wonderful.
And as a fawn, of course, he is a small little goat boy. He's usually wearing very tattered field clothes. Now being somewhat covered by some leather armor and a long or a short staff. And horns are not super long, very small little just indentures outside of his forehead, tipped with gold.
Girl, you fancy. And last but not least, Zach.
Hello. I'm going to be playing a Samaya named Hesric. I come from a Wildborn community as well. That is somewhere right outside of, is that Lakeshore? Or Lakeshore?
Lakeshore.
Lakeshore. You really can't see much of what I look like under my armor, wrappings, mask, and hood, all made out of dyed black. You could see some patches of dark brown fur on my hands and my tail sticking out, of course. I'm a short little monkey man. I also live in a house in a tree in a community of a bunch of monkey people.
Love it. For our adventure, you guys will be picking up. You guys have had a for one reason or another, have went to Arafel and has started looking around and acquiring for different jobs. And one of the jobs that has the most options in Arafel, just because of the size of this massive city, is the Adventuring Guild. And they have different tiers of challenges for you to be able to pick from. But the one that was probably the closest to your capabilities is a rather large snake that has sort of nestled its way into a cave. It's just south of Arafel. And I'm getting the the good old-fashioned map, so I can also be able to verify some information here. So sort of to the south southeast of Arafel. If you're looking at a typical map of Merrick, you guys don't see any sort of documentation that this cave exists. But from multiple people that have witnessed it, as well as the contract that has been put out that has been located, that there is a what looks like a large rundown church that sits over top of where this sort of cave is, almost like this creature sort of burrowed either in or out into this church. And many people haven't really showed up there in probably the last 10, 15 years. Heavily grown over in that capacity. But you're looking at roughly about a 2 to 3 day travel through the heavy forest that is sort of deep in the heartland of Merrick. So is there anything you guys would like to prepare or do while you're in the city of Arrowfell as before you guys begin on your journey to the southeast?
Did anybody report like what the religious symbols were on this church? I know you said it hasn't been inhabited or people don't go around that area for the last 15 years or so, but does anybody describe any sort of markings that might indicate if this is like the Church of the Serpent God and this is his avatar?
Weirdly enough, exactly. The avatar Hank is not very happy. No, no, there is, if there has been, a lot of the etchings on the church have been overgrown with moss or heavy vines from the trees around it and then sort of lost to time. So a lot of people who have passed by it haven't exactly been brave enough to get close enough because of the rumors of this, the creatures itself that inhabit the forest. But if you would like to, you could go ahead and make a knowledge roll to see if there is any additional information that you can sort of line up with that location.
That is a 19, but with fear.
Okay.
Oh, starting off strong.
Starting off real strong. I appreciate the assist with that fear. I will happily take that. But with 19, there used to be a church to Kalis. And Kalis, you would know to be the trickster or the truth bender, as a sort of a nickname for Kalis. They are the god
Is
of.
Kalis?
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say, is Kalis known to have like serpents be part of the faith, like in iconography and stuff like that?
No, not so much. I mean, there's a lot of ties to the truth bender and the serpent's tongue. That can be that, but that's the only thing that people have really made a correlation to, not like an avatar or any other thing like that. They're more the god of trickery, luck, change, and freedom is what they've been more assigned with. But some people who do have followers or Kalis are typically known as snake tongues, as sort of like the derogatory term for those followers, as those truth benders.
You said that this is a 3-day journey outside of where we are.
Yeah, rough 2 to 3 day journey. Depending on how much you guys want to, how heavy you guys want to push through.
I assume that basic supplies does not cover food, or does it?
It's got a tent, bedroll, tinderbox, rations, etc. So
it does have
Yeah,
rations.
rations I would say would be included in that, and you guys would definitely have enough. I would say in your starting adventurer's kit to be able to have enough for 7 or so days, and that's not even with foraging and stuff like that. You guys could also attempt.
Nice.
perfect. And then from the Adventurers Guild, I know we were probably given in this task directly from them, but did they say who tasked the Adventurers Guild with it?
That information is for all their contracts are non-disclosed for one reason or another. So they more or less get a portion of the cut is their sort of silence on who's the one wanting these things to be done. But it does request a token of this creature. It's sort of as confirmation that it was slain.
Perfect.
Nothing specific though.
Does not say. It just says proof of death.
Gotcha. And these contracts are hey, this one belongs to your group, or are there multiple parties maybe vying for the same bounty?
No, so it pretty much is first come, first serve for the bounty, and then once it is taken, it is taken. There is some people that attempt to poach these bounties by either handicapping the group in some capacity where they just aren't able to fulfill the bounty anymore. But those people are typically really, really frowned upon in the Adventure Guild and then have their access revoked across Merrick. So there are people that can do it, but is heavily frowned upon on doing.
Gotcha. It'd also be foolish to try to do something against us.
That's what I have heard. I don't know if it's true, but it's what I've heard.
As a player, I feel like being a dick. So, what's the name of our contact?
Oh,
Adventure Guild.
Oh, at the Adventurers Guild?
I love it when people ask me for names.
Yeah, no, it's Wallace V.
How many kids do they have?
You can ask.
I'm good.
But Wallace is a bit of an elderly human, somewhere between late 50s, early 60s, but definitely seen better days. A lot of literally chunks missing out of arms. He still wears like a very tattered leather armor that has definitely seen better days. Probably like on the last adventure, he just didn't repair it. It's just sort of, it's mostly functional. But mostly he seems like be kind of guy that's dressed for if things went sideways, but mostly sits behind a desk.
Maybe I'll think of anything else we should ask or want to do before we leave town.
We got heading. We've got a general idea of what we might be getting into. We have food.
Yeah, I don't really have a need for a horse or anything right now. I think I'm fine walking the next few days. We got enough food. We got enough, camp stuff to keep us going. I've got a torch to see in the dark if we need to press on. I've got enough. I'm satisfied.
Time for adventure.
Giles?
Um. Hmm. No, I kind of want to get into the forest and stuff before I start. Before I'm pretty good for like in town. I want to get to the forest.
You're telling me the druid does not like being in social constructs? That's wild.
No, he doesn't mind it. Obviously, he doesn't mind it.
Right.
He has worked in towns before. I just want to get to the forest because there's something specific I want to do.
Where's the nearest dinosaur?
Asking for a friend. All right.
Okay, I guess then we'll head out. Where's our dramatic traveling music? Come on, man. Get on that soundboard.
We don't have a bar.
Exactly. There is no travel music. Your travel music is you get to enjoy that. Enjoy that because you have no bard.
Mm.
We'll
Boo.
just play road trip games.
Exactly.
I spy with my little eye something green.
You have games on your phone?
Yeah. Okay.
We believe you are speaking of leaves.
Damn it.
Got me. All right.
Do not fear, Isric. Your eyes are not that small.
Is that an insult?
No, you said I spy with my little eye.
Oh no, he's too automated.
We do not believe that your eyes are that small.
Also, that's not your Clank that's speaking right now. That is your Emberkin.
Yeah. I talk like this. You have eyes, I don't.
Thanks. That's disturbing.
Agreed.
So my question is who is going to be leading our group? And that I suppose would be intuition. As an intuition roll.
I would put my faith in the monkey or the goat man.
Intuition or instinct?
Let me take a look. I'm sure it's in a book.
Navigation.
Monkey's more of a stay in the shadows, away from the spotlight kind of guy.
Stay behind people who can get shot with arrows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good call.
Why get hurt when you can just hide and hurt others from a distance?
I like where your head's at, kid. Sorry, instinct. I apologize. Instinct. Not
No problem. I just
Instinct.
wanted to make sure I
No, you're good.
wasn't needing to look somewhere else.
No, you're good. Instinct for sure. For that sweet, sweet navigation.
From everyone?
No, so whoever's just leading. So whoever has the highest instinct, if you guys want to roll that. I don't know if anyone is instinct-based classed or not.
Yeah, no, I got that.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll your instinct for me. So that's going to be 2d12 plus your instinct. And then tell me which of your d12 is higher, whether it's with hope or with fear.
Okay. Okay, it is going to be hope is higher.
Okay. So you can go ahead and
With-
add a hope to your sheet. You gain a hope because your hope's higher.
Okay. And then so that would be 11 plus 2, 13.
13. All right. You begin to head into the forest overhead. And it begins to get thicker and thicker brush as you sort of make your way through. The trees begin to cover your path behind you and sort of putting almost a wall of this forest and the path that was leading towards Arrowfell. You continue to make your way through as you begin to travel. You mentioned you wanted to do something once you have reached the forest.
Well, I kind of want to get closer to the church before I do it.
Okay, not a problem. So we got a few days of travel here. You're able to continue to push through, and it is a very dense forest that you're making your way through. So you're not able to just full speed run it all the way down, just because again you have a lot of different trees you're going through. You hear birds sort of chirping around before moments where it just is silent. They're completely still. No sort of nature or sounds at all. Before a few moments later, the wind begins to pick back up. Birds sort of begin to chirp again. The forest breathes back to life.
I don't like how quiet it was.
I don't like that.
No, that seemed unnatural.
Kind of gave me the
We agree.
heebie-jeebies.
No one's. I've never experienced that. Has anyone else?
Usually only when a predator's around.
Excellent observation.
Are you laughing at my accent, Jacques?
No, not at all.
Think it's funny?
No, I think it's wonderful.
All right. I'll be keeping a metaphorical eye out, I guess, to see if there's anything weird.
Okay, a metaphorical eye out. And I do want to ask, they're not actually, they're not blind, right? This is not a blind character. I should have read the rules up for. Okay, perfect.
No, no.
Just wanted to make sure.
They can still see. They can still talk, just without eyes or a mouth.
They're one of those magic things, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Those magical constructs, if you will. For that being the case, go ahead and give me an instinct, please, Mort, as you're keeping an eye out and watching.
That would be a 10-11 with hope.
All right, so go ahead and take your hope. But nothing is sticking out of the ordinary. I mean, obviously, it is a very dense forest. But you do see a couple of birds that seem to sort of fly overhead from time to time and make perches. Not like they're watching you or anything like that, but just the forest being the forest. Once you guys get close to certain areas, the birds begin to fly off before roosting up somewhere else. You do see smaller little woodland creatures that are sort of poking their head out when seeing the movement poke in and then go back into hiding between the trees. You see off in the distance deer that sort of run and jump from tree to tree, almost sort of hearing footsteps go through the forest. But nothing out of the ordinary, as it were.
Right. Anything
Can I walk back into the silent?
Yeah, you want to take back into where it was?
Yeah, I kind of do actually.
You go ahead and head back to the location where you heard the just complete silence. Sound still erupts of the forest.
Sound still erupts. So
So it's not like it walks into a zone of silence or anything like that. It just seems like
it was just a brief moment of just silence.
yep.
Or does that make me more scared?
Okay. Okay. All right.
You guys
I
would
guess
like to,
he'll rejoin everybody and then I guess keep going. I guess.
Do you have to take a pee? Do you okay?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
okay. As you guys continue forward, another quiet. But this time you hear off in the distance. Something big enough to make a sound, but far off.
Is the sound getting closer?
Um, as you sort of wait and listen, another footfall. Not necessarily getting closer, but almost like it's walking like parallel in front of you from right to left. But it sounds like it's far away. So at least 100, 150 feet out before you. Before you hear
That's
the
right.
sound of as a tree is getting pushed over and moved out of the way.
Okay, and it's still silent right now.
Yeah, the sound of the forest, besides these sounds of this large entity moving through the forest, is silent.
Okay. All right, now I want to do the thing.
Do the thing. What thing would you like to do?
Giles is going to hunker down. It's going to look like he's cowering, and like because he has like his hands over his mouth and stuff like that. But what he's actually doing is, I would like to try and cast Nature's Tongue on a plant nearby to try and see if they know one, why is it so quiet in this area, and then two, do they know what that thing is?
All right. Go ahead and make a instinct roll, and that difficulty is 12 for you.
Okay. Oof.
And if you would like to, you could also make a spend a hope to gain a +2 bonus to the roll since you are in a natural environment. If you would like
Okay.
to.
That is going to be. I think I'm good for now. That is a 12 with fear.
Okay, with fear. So I will take my fear. Thank you very much. We're sitting pretty, guys. I'm really, really excited for this. Sitting at
Sorry, guys.
6 fear.
No, you're fine, man.
Isn't that just so great for you?
I just want to see if this little fucking piece of grass knows what's up.
Dude, the grass is shivering right now. It's so scary.
It is. Can't tell because of the fear or because of the footsteps. One of the two. But this group of flowers that you cast your Nature's Tongue ability over begin to, or the sort of sounds like as it billows in the wind, you begin to hear large person.
Person?
Large person. Is what it is able
Okay.
Are we
to.
talking to flowers?
So it's
Giles is gonna
Jesus.
Giles is going to like move his hands away from his mouth and like put his arms out at the side and like look at everybody like, guys, it's footsteps. It's
Yeah.
something. It's something big, and it's a person.
Oh, so we can talk to them.
I'll let you do that. I'm gonna climb up a tree and hide.
Since you're going up the tree anyways, perhaps you could go to the top and see if you could lay eyes upon them.
Whatever gets me far away from that. I almost went a little Irish instead of Australian. I'm gonna struggle with keeping the accent, but I'll try.
It's alright. I love it.
But
Make
sure,
it
yeah, I'll
your
climb up the tree and see what I can see while I'm also trying to get hidden. from
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Go ahead and roll a agility for me. So again, that's gonna be 2d12 plus your agility.
Where'd you go? Do we play on the floor in this group?
I'll allow it.
Oh no, it's gotten so real lost. I only have 2 sets. This cannot happen. Okay.
It's gone
Sorry
forever.
about that.
No, you're okay.
So, I'm trying, since I didn't get to do the test game, I rolled
Yeah.
both.
Yep.
I choose one dice to be.
So you add both of the d12 together.
Oh, okay.
Add your agility.
So, 21.
Okay, and then between your hope and your fear die, which one was higher of the two d12?
The hope die was higher.
Okay, so go ahead and mark a hope on your sheet, so you gain a point of hope.
Okay.
So you rolled, you said a 19 with hope. Was that
Yes, and I rolled a 21 total. But
21? Beautiful.
I have a +2 for agility. So
Sick.
it was a 19.
21 total with hope. You go ahead and climb up to the top, and when you get to the top, the trees are still taller than this whatever is moving through. So it still has the sort of cover up above, but whatever it is, you can sort of see the top of their head as it sort of moves through, and you would judge that probably be 8-9 feet tall, whatever this creature is.
All right. Do I see what you said? I could see the top of its head. What do I
Mhm.
see? Do I see hair? Do I see like maybe a fur?
No, it just looks like it is bald, whatever it is. It is just hairless on the
Bald
top side.
9-foot thing.
Yep. But you can definitely see that another cracking sound off in that area, and you do see a rather large tree just sort of be pushed over onto the side as you see it begin to collapse down and more opening appear.
Okay. I'm going to crawl back down a little bit, and from a tree branch covered in leaves, I'm gonna whisper, "Psst, hey, it's a huge thing. It's like 9 foot tall. I'm gonna hide up here. You do whatever you're gonna do."
And then also, if you would like to actually hide,
Yes, I would.
go ahead and roll a finesse check for me, please.
15 with fear.
Woohoo!
Wait, hold on. 16 with fear.
Woohoo!
And you're so happy.
I can confirm, very happy. As you begin to hide. The rest of you, what are you guys doing? As we have Hesrick up top, observing and then going to hiding.
Does this thing seem like it's coming this way, or it's just like kind of passing perpendicular to us?
As you guys sort of sit here and try to have a relatively hushed conversation, it's the sound of the footfalls stop and have stopped. So neither at this point.
Think it hurt us?
Perhaps we should make our presence known, so as not to frighten it.
You do that.
Yeah, it may know where this church and hall are, or it might be something that would like to eat us. I think it's worth a shot. As Mort will go ahead and spend a hope, and using the Book of Ava, cash Tava's armor, and give me a +1 to my armor score.
Hey, no reason at all. So you gain an additional armor slot for that.
Yeah, go from 3 to 4.
Can you ready an action in this game?
Not particularly, not as an active thing. If you guys have a sort of surprise that you get to, start it off. But no sort of, not that I'm aware of. I could be wrong, but I do not believe.
I was just going to ready my bow in case whatever it was attacked. That's
yeah. As you guys are having this conversation, he's going to go ahead. I will spend a fear to activate his spotlight. I will spend another fear.
Technically, that means this is an adversary.
It might be considered one. Oh, I'm rolling the wrong dice for this. As barreling through the trees, you see a large boulder sort of smashing through multiple trees, and he goes ahead and throws multiple boulders at everyone within far distance of it, which is what you guys are currently at. So I am going to be making multiple attack rolls against you all.
Ooh.
So I take that mean I did not succeed on being hidden?
You roll. Let me roll real quick. An instinct. That was a 13 for me to see your stealth. Let's see here. Because you rolled was it a 12 with fear?
What was it? My last roll?
Yeah, it was your last roll. Yeah.
One with fear I thought was it 15 or 16 with fear?
15? Okay, so it did not see you. So it's just seeing, as you see and I say boulders, they are just very large rocks that he's just started throwing multiple towards you guys.
Is that a boulder?
That's a rock. So for the first one, Mort, this one's going towards you. And that is a 16.
16
against your evasion. Okay. This one is for Glint. for a 17 against your, and the last one for Giles, 17 as well.
Okay.
All right. Big damage, big damage. Oh. Max for let's see. First one is Mort. You take 12 physical damage as this rock slams into the side of you.
Ouch. I'll spin my Tava's armor and bring it down to a minor.
Heard. So you go ahead and take 1 HP.
Mm-hmm.
Glint, that is 4 physical for you.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take the 1.
Okay. And for Guile, that is 4 for you as well.
Oh, okay. I'll take the 1.
Okay. And since I did hit at least one person with that attack, I do gain a fear. But that is its spotlight, as you can now see, thanks to multiple rocks that are being thrown and tearing through. You see this large cave ogre that is standing there, looking around for something new to throw as it sees you guys before it. It is your guys' spotlight.
Right. After being rocked a little bit, Mort will go ahead and get up on one knee, and you see the crosshairs all start to turn like a divine golden color. And they will spend 1 hope as well as mark 1 stress to use their experience weapon of war to shoot not a chaos bolt. What is it called? A bolt beacon at this thing.
Okay.
So I will.
And you said so you're using experience, and so you'll get a +2 on this.
Actually.
Oh, is this one of your +3? Because this is the one that you were made for this. Literally,
I was literally made for this as a reconstructed arcane turret. Yes, I got a +3 for it. And do one thing. As a school of knowledge wizard, when I utilize an experience, I can mark a stress instead of spending a hope.
Okay.
And when I do that, I can double the experience modifier. So
you're saying you don't have to spend a hope then, right? You're just marking a stress for it.
Yeah, I'm marking a hope because of Bolt Beacon and a stress because of the
knowledge, right? So it's +6 technically, right?
Technically, yes. plus 8 because of my knowledge. So
right.
13 plus 8, 21 to hit with hope.
So go ahead and take your hope back.
Thank you.
And
just leave it as it is.
Weirdly enough, a 21 will hit this thing.
Perfect.
If it didn't, I'd be frightened.
You said you gave me a fear? Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it.
I didn't say that. You take that back.
That is 5, 6, 7 magic damage? Question.
I would assume that a magic bolt would be magic damage.
Yes.
I don't want to assume,
7 magic damage, and it becomes temporarily vulnerable, glowing a brightly golden hue.
All right. So so temporarily. So Matt, did you happen to find out what temporarily, as far as the book goes, as far as conditions lasting?
I believe that means like until you spend a fear to
get rid of it. Okay, cool. I thought so. I just want to make sure. Okay. So that is going to be.
That's at least my turn.
He does not have any armor. Fun fact. So that is going to be, a minor for him.
minor.
A minor.
So to close the distance, I would need to do a finesse roll, and then depending upon whether or not that was successful,
Exactly.
I would get to attack as well.
Correct. Yeah. So it's to close that amount of distance, you do have to roll finesse, to see if you can make it through. It is going to be a little bit of a harder DC because you're trying to close this distance in this this heavily heavily gnarled forest. So it's going to be a little bit higher DC, but yes, you can make a finesse for this.
Okay, so Glint looks down at the rock that's embedded in his chest and just kind of picks it out, drops it, and then just takes off running full like Naruto style, arms back, leaping from, gnarled tree to gnarled tree. I got a 21 on my finesse roll.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Will that be enough?
Yeah, you were looking for a 15, so you were able to go ahead and get it, close the gap. You can now go ahead and roll to hit this thing.
Okay. See, as he gets like close enough, where do I come to on this thing? Am I at like waist height? Am I
That's up to you.
stomach height?
Yeah, this is, you'd be roughly right about its gut is where you're sort of standing. And it is sort of, it's got more or less some sort of what looked like clothes that have been haphazardly sort of tied together, each that have a different blood stain on them, as far as like a loin cloth area, but otherwise it's completely unarmored.
So, what does the vulnerability do?
You get
For-
1d6. You get an advantage on the attack, I believe, for vulnerability. So you get 1d6, I believe. Is that correct, Matt, for vulnerability? Or they gain vulnerable condition?
Yes. 1d6.
Okay, so that is a total of 19. Will that be enough to hit?
That'll hit. And then is that with fear
Okay.
or with hope?
That was with hope.
So take your hope.
I will.
You enjoy that. I got that just for you.
And I'm going to go ahead and mark a stress so we can turn this into a combo move
Combo breaker.
as I proceed to whoop homeboy's ass.
Well, that is just rude.
You just wanted a hug.
He just
You shouldn't
wanted
have thrown a rock at me.
Well, you did say you wanted to try and talk to him.
That's true. I was trying to be friendly.
That should have been a moment
right.
where I should have just told you no.
No.
So that will be. There's no chance I'm hitting that. Okay, total of 11 damage.
Oh, 11. You make contact with it, but his stomach sort of just like absorbs your fist a bit as it sort of just, and then sort of comes back. So it does not make enough to actually fully connect with it.
Okay.
It's got a 13 difficulty, so it does
Damn!
not quite hit it.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was just hope. So who's up next? We have.
Sorry. Yeah. Advantage. You added your d6 to that
Yeah, for the attack.
Yep.
for the attack. Yep.
So is there not really like initiative in this?
There's not. It's sort of everyone sort of more or less goes around and sort of works off each other, and then as soon as someone rolls with a fear, I get to take my spotlight, so it shifts back to the other side.
Oh, okay.
Or a failure, right? Or is it just fear?
Just fear. So you can. Oh no. It might be also a failure. Maybe check real quick. Now that you said something, that didn't tickle my brain until you said failure. Then I was like, wait a second. Fails an action roll. So yes, actually, that's my turn now because we had an attack that failed.
Oh no, hold on.
Oh.
My attack was successful. My damage wasn't.
Oh.
So
Oh,
my
right.
action was successful.
Oh.
He just was able to.
No.
to
So
take
how?
the damage.
No, how much was the damage? I'm so sorry.
It was only 11.
11. That
So-
no, that is a major wound for this thing. I apologize.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh,
you
okay.
had
You were
that as
talking about its
attack roll.
evasion.
Yes. I was talking
I
about evasion, not threshold. That is my fault.
got No. I was like, I mean, he's an ogre. I expected him to have a pretty high damage threshold.
Yeah. He's got some high threshold. So it is a It is a major wound here, so he goes ahead and takes
Major wound.
2.
So like my stomach, my fist crashes into its stomach, and I feel it go all jello-y and pull it back out for a minute, and I'm kind of looking at it, and then it's like, had to think about it, process.
I get to do a reaction when the ogre
Uh-oh.
marks 2 or more HP. They can rampage. Move the ogre to a point within close range of the person that just hit them, and deal 2d6 plus 3 physical damage to all targets within their path.
Well, that's just going to be me.
Yeah, because you're the only one
You
who
just made it mad.
I think I pissed it off a little bit.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
Settle
Still wanna talk
down,
to it.
Banner. Settle down.
That's 12 physical damage to you as it just sort of you punch it and it goes and just throws 2 fists on you too as well.
Okay, I will go ahead and use an armor to soak one of those to bring that down to a minor, and just go ahead and take the minor.
As it pummels it. So no, it's still your guys' turn because he just gets to do that as a reaction.
Yeah, I can see it's like just stomps me like into the dirt, and there's just like a glint impression in the ground.
just
A little bit of smoke just coming up.
Exactly. Can't tell if it's
We
from
did not
glint or
like
come from up from the dirt being pounded up. One of the 2 is happening.
Wait, do all of you feel that or just you?
We all feel it. Don't worry.
Okay.
We will remember this.
Yeah, in the top right of Glint's screen, it just says, "We will remember this." Giles or Hesric, which one would you guys like to do?
I will go ahead and just fire with my short bow one at him.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll to shoot there. And also, if you ever roll doubles on your D12, that is a critical, which means you guys gain a hope and you clear a stress automatically. And you do still get, and you still get advantage on it, so you still get the plus 1d6 because he has not used his turn to get rid of the effect. So you can add a 1d6 to your attack roll as well because it's still vulnerable.
Perfect. Then that would be 14 with hope.
Modifiers matter. So go ahead and take your hope, and roll damage for your short bow.
Well, that will be. Damn it! I gotta stop dropping these things on the floor.
Okay, nice things.
Get a dice tray.
5 physical.
He will go ahead, obviously, and happily take the minor point of damage. As the arrows, you guys see, you guys saw Hesric sort of disappear into the treetops. But you now see an arrow sort of shoot down and stick into this cave ogre as it's sort of looking around, trying to figure out where the arrow just came from, and now sees Hesric crouched down with the bow, getting ready to grab another arrow and knock another's.
Oh, hi. Hey, easy there, big fella. Sun's getting real low.
I'm going to spend some fear here. I'm going to spend a fear to interrupt your guys' spotlight and borrow it for just a quick moment.
Hey.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, whoa.
It's going to be
Please
fine,
don't.
I promise.
Believe you.
He's going to spend another fear to do another hail of boulders as the ground, as it's being sort of broken up from the absolute obliteration that it's giving Glint right now. He looks around at the different rocks and then starts chucking these boulders across. So not towards Glint because you're right next to him, but everyone else he's going to make an attack roll against.
And I'm full on playing possum.
Yeah.
Roll low.
Glint is dead.
13.
13
First 10 minutes of the adventure.
13 to Mort.
That'll hit.
You sound so disappointed.
Yeah, this character has like 3 more evasion than the other one.
That's the
Kari.
worst.
Still.
5 physical damage.
Oh, sweet. It's a minor.
Nice. Would you like to spend an armor to make a nothing?
Sure, I'll do that.
Sick.
My first real armor.
That I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Hesrick, that's a crit. So for criticals in this game, by the way, whatever your damage die is, automatically gets maxed out, and you add the modifier, and then you also roll an additional damage die.
Wonderful.
It will be once you guys get to roll it. That's 18 physical damage as this rock cracks you upside the head.
I will use 1 armor slot.
Because I'm assuming that's severe damage for you.
That's very much severe damage.
All right, so you go ahead and use 1 armor slot, and then you go ahead and mark 2 HP as you take a major wound there.
Fuck me.
Major wound.
Major wound?
Just hear that from the trees.
Actually, I want you to go ahead and make a finesse reaction roll. So go ahead and roll just like you would normally, but it doesn't generate fear or hope. So roll your 2d12 and add your finesse. And you're 15. You go ahead and you get stumbled back from the hit, but you're able to go ahead, use your tail and your feet to sort of hold on to the tree branch so you don't get knocked off the tree branches. You're reeling back from this rock that just cracks you in the side of the head.
Jesus Christ.
And I will use 1 more fear that I just got from hitting one of you to add my experience to this one. And that's going to make it a 13 against Giles.
Yeah, that hits. Oh god.
You take 6 physical.
Okay, just still 1. It's okay.
And also, you can use an armor to make it 0, by the way. If you have, or take a minor, you can use an armor slot to make it 0 if you would like.
I know. I trust me. If it starts getting down there, I'm gonna start using them.
I like it. Okay, cool. All right, back to you guys. We'll go ahead and pick up with Giles because you're the one that hasn't really gone so far in this first pass. So if you want to go ahead and take the spotlight, it is yours.
Okay.
After being barraged by rocks that are being flown towards you.
Yeah, Giles is getting pissed at having all these rocks thrown at him. So his eyes will glow green, and I think I'm gonna transform into a wolf. I will mark a stress, or not a stress. I will mark a stress.
Okay. Because you can also do spend 3 hope and not mark a stress too, if you have the hope for it.
I do have the hope for it, but I'm okay with marking a stress right now.
So you go ahead and return into a wolf as you
Woo.
woo woo woo. So yeah, we'll go ahead and mark that stress, and you are now a wolf, my friend.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and attack as a wolf.
So first you need to go ahead and roll a finesse for me because you got to close some distance here first.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll finesse for me to go ahead and close that distance.
Still just 2d12 plus my modifier.
Yep, but then also make sure you check with the wolf stats to see if it gives you any additional finesse while in that form too.
It does not.
Okay.
Agility, no? Because that's the sprint, sleep, maneuver.
Oh, I might be wrong. It might be agility. If that is the 3 things. So it might be...
Well, it says I have gain advantage on attack, sprint, and track.
Well, there you go.
But it's also agility is what you said for sprint, leap, and maneuver. So I always apologize. It's actually not finesse. My bad.
No worries.
Still learning.
Agility.
Yep, so agility.
Yep.
And then you also get advantage, so you get to add a d6 to it.
Okay. All right. So. Okay.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Sounds silly.
It is a tad bit silly.
Okay. I'm super here for it.
Okay. I mean it's a 17, but with fear.
17 with fear.
Ooh.
All right. So you get up there. I'll go ahead and take my sweet fear. Big fan of that. And as you go ahead and close that distance, seeing this person you just threw a rock at turn into a wolf is, he now gets to go because I have the spotlight because you had rolled with fear, and he's gonna go ahead and in one sweeping motion with his fist just sweep across and hit both the wolf and the person who's also into the ground a bit. You know what? You were saying you were playing possum there. I will allow first for you to go ahead and roll a
Presence.
presence. Thank you so much. Sorry. I'm juggling in my
No,
character.
no problem.
So presence.
That's
for-
what I
for
was
me.
thinking about. I was like, it's probably gonna be presence.
Yeah, because it's gonna be performance. See how well you can really pull it off. I
That
will
would be
say, if
go
you,
ahead.
I would allow you draw power from the earth because you're sort of being into it.
Hey, that's true. I'm laying in there, man.
Technically, you're right now the Earth's drawing power from them. So
Well, hold on. Do I have to spend the? Do
You
I
still have to spend the hope. Oh,
Before I know if it's successful,
I think
or can I do it after to make it successful?
no. You'd have to know. I actually think you may have to.
I think you gotta know prior.
Yeah, it's definitely prior. I was trying to figure if you had to do it before you even rolled. Actually, I was just thinking. But at least definitely before you know whether or not it was successful or not. We'll just keep going. I'll look that up later. But at least before right now, we'll play before we know it's
Okay.
good or not.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'll go ahead and spin that hope then.
Okay.
See what we get. That'll be a 14 with fear. Is that enough to make it believe that I'm dead?
When he swings over, he doesn't. It swings that lower to hit the wolf, but it doesn't seem to recognize you as a living threat. So he's go ahead and attack the wolf now. That is a 8.
Ooh,
And
that's not gonna. Yeah, that's not gonna do it, Manny.
No. You go ahead and with your quick, agile form, you're able to dodge away out of his large fist as it swings by. And looking around at all the people that are just trying to hurt it, but he just wants to eat. He just wants food, and people are food.
I don't have meat.
Back
Just leave.
back to you guys.
Since Giles was in the middle of about to launch an attack, I think he should go ahead and have his shot.
Yeah,
He's been waiting all this time.
please.
Just don't roll with fear and hit.
Kill it!
And you're fine. You're fine.
Kill it.
Okay.
Just do the thing.
Is it still vulnerable?
Yeah, because it has not used an action to clear off the status yet.
Okay. All right.
It just notices it's shiny, but doesn't comprehend up in the
Wait.
big knowledge skull of why.
Who was the last to attack?
Last to attack was indeed
Hesrick.
was
And
Monkey Man from the tree with a bow
Yeah,
And-
how much that tree helped.
in the forest.
was his attack successful? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, it was. Every attack against it has been successful so far.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do an attack. on him.
Give it a good
But
chomp.
with pack hunting, with pack hunting, since his attack was successful,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to add a D8 if I am successful.
Woo! Pack hunter.
Go for the groin.
Ah. Mm. With
Yeah,
the
he's gonna go for that
attack.
ankle biter
Ah.
right now.
Nom nom.
Okay. 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 14 with hope.
14 with hope. That will hit. Take your hope.
Okay.
Who's a good boy?
Who's your good boy?
And go ahead and roll
You get
damage.
3 rounds.
All right. That'll be 9 damage. And that is physical.
That is rude. That's what that is.
Yeah.
9. All right. He will take a major wound. And that does put him on another rampage as he takes 2 wounds.
Oh,
Um,
lovely.
it will go ahead and move. Just sort of past both of you, trying to barrel through, and it hits everyone within all the targets in their path. So both the even the unconscious, he sort of accidentally steps on you as he's running and barreling through.
He said it was an accident. That shit was on purpose.
Nah, there's a wolf in the way. He's angry. He just bit the crap out of his tendon.
Good boy.
You each take 9 physical as he sort of stamps and stomps on stands on Glint, but so it's like punches the wolf as he's running through with the frenzy. So you guys go ahead and take 9. Even though you're on your shapeshift form, no, just Glint and Giles. Even though you are in your wolf form, you still can use your armor slots, which is a cool feature.
Wolf armor.
So yeah, 9 total physical. So to both of you.
Yeah, I'll burn armor.
I
Just
will as
take
well.
no damage.
And is that still a minor wound for you, or is that a major wound for you, Giles?
That was a major wound for me. So
1 armor to a minor.
yeah, 1 armor to a minor.
Sick. All right. Still your guys' turn.
Okay. After being stepped on twice, I'm kind of not in a good mood right now.
Understandable.
So I'll twirl up to my feet, like a fancy kip up, and since his back is to me, I'll rush towards him. But which do I actually have to clear the distance, or I can get?
No, he's within close, so you don't have to worry about clearing. But I would like for you to go ahead and roll a instinct for me real quick, please. I think it's instinct. Let me double check real quick. So sorry.
That is going to be a 15 with hope.
15 with hope. You notice on its back there are glass shards that are sort of embedded into its back. It's drawing a bit of blood, but it looks like some of the blood is beginning to dry, like they've been there for a bit. But something you just notice that there seems like there's shards of glass that is in this ogre's back.
Okie dokie.
But you now run up to it. Back is turned.
Okay, and with its vulnerability, that means we have advantage, correct?
Correct. Yep, you still have advantage on it.
Okay. So we'll do a little Kung Muggy action. Yeah. 25 with hope.
25 will hit, and also enjoy your hope.
Yes, and then I'm going to spend 3 of those hope to turn that into a staggering strike.
It's rude.
Hit an adversary, they also deal them a stress and make them temporarily staggered. While staggered, all attack rolls they make are at disadvantage. So we hit him with advantage and he rolls with disadvantage. Suck it, loser.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
For a total of 13 damage.
As you go ahead and punch this ogre, how would you like to finish it off?
So,
my
so
God.
basically, Glint comes running up behind it, like steps on the back of its knee to give it like a lift and kind of jumps off of its calf, reaches its arm around its head and just twists its neck with a sickening crack, and then just kind of rides it as it falls over. It's the second time.
I know. That's why as soon as you said you were spending the hope, I was like,
Earned
oh
3
no.
fucking hope to kill something.
Oh no.
Permanently staggered.
He's eternally
I
staggered.
felt so bad. I was like, not again. Not like this. As soon as you
Well, the
said
good
it,
news is at least we don't have to endure another fucking rampage.
also true, because it would have been one.
Yes, I know. It's Hulk smash.
And it has an even empowered version of it if it's underneath two, or underneath, if it takes additional underneath 2. So it would have been real bad.
Yeah, it would have been nasty.
But the ogre falls flat, and now all of you can see these bluish, mostly bluish glass, where the edges of them that are pointing out seem to be sort of like almost like an amber color. So it's like a crystal blue into an amber color at the flare up at the top of the shards.
Does the color seem to be like a natural part of the glass, or like caused by some sort of liquid that might have been in the container?
It looks natural. It looks like it's all like not like it's been dyed or anything like that, but it looks like it's that way through and through, not like it's just a cover over it.
Gotcha.
Have we seen this like glass used in particular applications, or like for like potions or vials, or anything unique about it?
Go ahead and roll a knowledge roll for me, please.
Sure. Oh, nice. That's the best you can do. Woohoo! It's a 5 with hope. Rolled a 1 and a 2.
You almost crit. It was almost a fantastic crit. Nothing that's coming to mind off of these shards of glass, and they're rather large shards of glass. They're like hand-sized shards that are sticking out of this back. But you guys do notice the trail of where the giant came from. You do see a trail of glass that's sort of following the path of where he came from.
I'm assuming that ogres are typically kind of known to be aggressive.
Yeah, they definitely are a large humanoid that have a tendency to see most sapient life as edible in some capacity or another.
Gotcha. Okay. I just wanted to confirm that like its attitude wasn't necessarily connected to the glass.
No, it seemed to be acting, I mean, maybe more agitated at a heightened stance, because you guys were still pretty far from it, and it seemed to pick up where you guys were. So it definitely seemed like it was on edge about something, but it's still retaliations. It was pretty on brand for a cave ogre.
Well, I'm fine to keep pushing. Do you guys need a second to catch your breath? If not, maybe we can follow this trail to its cave. Maybe there are other adventurers that left some goodies behind.
We are in satisfactory condition to continue. covered in dust and beat to shit.
It's fine. Smile.
I'm good.
I've seen them in worse conditions.
I'm gonna hop out of the tree and kind of just dust myself off too. Well, that went well.
I'm afraid your arrow will not be retrievable. I felt it push in as we fell.
It's all right. I don't really think I want it back.
And then, Giles, how long does that shapeshift last? Use weapons, additional.
Forever.
I think it actually is. Yeah, it is. So as long as he wants to stay in a wolf form, he's more than able to. But he can't use any features or can't use any spells or weapons. You can still use any other features or abilities you have access to. So, sick. All right. So with that being said, it sounds like you guys will continue on following this these glass shards in its path. Excuse me. As you guys continue forward and following this path, it continues well into the afternoon until it finally begins to get dark. It was already, the sun's still up, but even with the heavy foliage above and the canopy, it's hard to see and have a lot of light here that the sun would provide. But you guys can definitely tell from your guys' internal clocks, more or less, that you guys definitely are starting to get towards time to set up for camp. And still, this glass shards continue on forward deeper and deeper into the forest. You guys are coming up on the first of the 3-day travel.
After we killed the cave ogre,
Mhm.
did the sounds start to come back normal, or like as we've been following this path, it's
Yeah, as you guys as after a few moments after combat subsided, it took some time, but the sounds of the forest did indeed come back and then did not leave you guys. So it probably had something to do with the fact of this presence of this cave ogre being in the vicinity for more than not.
that makes sense. Just wanted to make sure we weren't following magic juice or something.
Yes.
Magic juice.
Okay. So you guys are camping in this wonderful forest. We can take some downtimes here. How do we want to do sort of watches here? See who's all keeping watch, keeping alert as the night goes.
I can take the first watch. If anybody objects.
I believe that's one downtime action to keep watch.
Yeah, one would be keep watch.
And how many downtime nights?
So you get two. So more or less, there'll be like a rotation of 3 technically, so everyone can get their 2 downtime actions.
So I could take first watch and repair 1 armor.
So right now, as sort of downtimes for long rests, which would be more what we'd be go ahead and doing. Your first one would be go ahead take watch. Your second one would go ahead and be so you can either repair all your armor heal all your HP, clear all your stress, work on a project, or prepare, which gives you a hope. Or if you wait until someone else is awake and you can prepare with someone else, you guys both get 2 hope. So as we go around, we'll go ahead and say this will be for the first watch here. Hesrick, you're for the first downtime. You're go ahead and keep and watch. Excuse me. Mort, what would you like to do for your first downtime action?
I'll go ahead and tend to all my 1 wound.
All 1 wound. Perfect. Glint, what would you like to do?
As well, I tend to my wounds.
Yeah, you have a few of those. You went toe to toe with a cave ogre today. That's a fair and understandable. And then Giles, what would you like to do for your first downtime?
Big shocker. I would like to tend to my wounds.
You go ahead and literally lick your wounds as you would?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you staying in dog form?
Yeah, he's staying in dog form all night. No, he's out of it by now.
Is he still licking his wounds?
Still asking for a friend, or are you still licking the
Yeah.
wounds? The personalities sort of overlap a little bit after you've been in form for long enough.
I don't know if it'll actually help out or even make you feel more comforted, but I will let my fire elemental Agni come and warm up Glint, see if maybe their warmth kind of helps reinvigorate you a little bit.
It's probably the most animated you've ever seen Glint is whenever your fire elemental comes around.
It feels like home.
And there seems to be like a connection. Like they stare into each other's souls.
Long lost cousins.
Like you get it.
You?
You get it.
We're here. All right. Second downtime. Who would like to take the second watch and sacrifice one of their downtimes here?
I'll take the second watch.
Okay. So Hesrick, what would you like to do for your downtime?
I will actually. I said repair armor before, but I'm gonna change that and heal up my wound from that boulder that knocked me off the tree.
That's very fair and understandable. So go ahead and clear up your HP. Mort, what would you like to do for your second one?
For the second one, I'll go ahead and repair some of my armor.
Okay. And for Glint, what would you like to do for your second one as well?
I will also go ahead and repair my armor.
Very, very good. As the second one goes by, because you guys had someone keeping watch, that makes your D12 roll for the night a little easier. And as you guys rest, the small fire that you guys have created, keeping a little bit of light for those keeping watch throughout the night, be able to see around. The next morning comes, birds are chirping. It's a peaceful day starting off. You can hear the sound, and there is some that gets through a little bit, but it's definitely raining outside of the forest. Not much makes it through the canopy, but you can definitely tell that it is raining.
I share a look with Giles. We kind of silently communicate our disdain for all things gross and slimy.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at him with like a face of disgust, going,
I don't mind it. The wet ground makes it different to walk on. Sink into it a little bit more, feel more connected.
Okay. Giles, go ahead and roll a instinct roll for me, please.
Okay.
As you go ahead and continue to lead.
Gonna be a 12 with fear, or not with fear, with hope.
12 with hope. That is
Yay.
perfectly fine. You guys continue to follow this path
Hard not to be
down.
with hope.
Continue to follow this path as seemingly a uneventful day that continues to follow you guys through. You guys do notice a cart that's toppled over on its side. It looks like it's been here for some time because there's definitely some foliage that's beginning to grow through some of the wheels and sort of begin to climb its way up the cart. So it's definitely been here for quite a bit of time. But you do see that it looks like where the cart sort of tipped over, you do see there's two crates that are sort of also laying on the ground. Once again, also getting a bit of, it's sort of warped a little bit from the weather, but again, at the base of it, looks like it's starting to get some moss that is sort of growing on one side. But the glass shards sort of go past this.
Is there any blood or bodies?
You go ahead and take a peek around the other side. As you take a peek around the other side of the cart, you do see two skeletons that have been heavily covered over with the foliage.
Do they appear to still have like their possessions on them? Like it's still closed?
Still clothed. As far as like, you don't see any sort of coin purses or anything like that visible on them. You do see that there are some heavily rusted like daggers that's on their hilts, like they were exposed to the elements but weren't taken. But they both looked like they were almost crawling towards the crates when they expired.
Wow, these poor people.
What were they doing all the way out here?
Is it not strange that no one has found them until now?
I mean, because we're not like off of a road or anything, are we?
I mean,
That's
there's
true.
one about a day ago, like a day travel through outside the forest, is the main road that leads out of Arrowfell.
Yeah, but still, a day's travel doesn't seem like that far outside of the city.
Mm.
That's true. Does anybody remember like any missing persons posters or anything like that in town?
Your
I
voice
remember-
is killing me.
So good.
I'm loving
love
it. I'm
it.
loving it.
All I think about is Morty.
No, that's the robot.
Not me.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, Rick. You guys see any missing persons?
Shut up. There are plenty out here.
That broke me, Jesus.
Dozens of missing people, from what I remember. But I don't think there's a great way to identify them now.
If you would like to try it, it is a knowledge roll.
Yeah, I'll try. See if they have any identifying markers or clothings, or
Yeah.
if anyone finds anything in the crates to help further identify. All
I
right,
guess
all
while
right.
he's doing that, I can start looking at the crates.
Yeah.
That is a 13 with fear.
13 with fear. I will take that. There you go.
You're welcome.
These are shorter individuals. Rip it, Rick. Shorter individuals, maybe 2.5, 3 feet tall. But they have a little bit wider frames, and their skull is very wide. You can definitely tell that these two individuals were ribbits.
I don't know. It looks like they were frog children, ribbits. Other than that, I can't really tell you what house they were in, if they were important or not. But they were crawling, and then their finger will kind of like trace over towards these crates.
Yeah, they just were kind of here and then they croaked.
Yes. Seems that way.
That hurts my
Mort will
soul.
cast some prestidigitation and maybe like kind of clean up the moss and stuff from these crates. See if it'll either reveal anything or at least help see what's inside of it.
Yeah. And Hesrick, I know you were heading over to look at the crates as well, as this gust of wind sort of moves the moss away and makes it a little easier. But you go ahead and roll a strength action roll for me, please, to try to pry these things open.
Not my forte, right? Uh, 4 with fear.
Oh my god.
That is a pathetic attempt of me opening these crates. Just
It doesn't help that
And nothing.
the wood is warped on these crates in a way that makes it very difficult to open.
that's the excuse I would have made too.
Exactly. Is there anyone that hails from Efrit by chance?
Ifrit. I think I do.
The desert
Yeah.
continent on the right.
That is me. I'm from Zephyrtown in Ifrit.
You notice that there is a large logo on the side of one of the crates that is opposite of where Hesrick is trying to open it up from. And you know that it's a very popular trading company in Efrit. Usually that does a lot of work in the Mirage Oasis, which is one of the main city off of the Bay of Jewels on the north coast of Efrit. But this crate is a long way from Merrick.
And are there ribbits normally in Efrit?
There are some at a lot of the Mirage Oasis has a few ribbits. But they're not. It's not very popular of a climate for the ribbits inside of Efrit, unless you're one of the coastal cities where it's a little bit more cooler because of the ocean front.
Gotcha. As Hesrick is trying to open it up, Mort will chime in and say, I'd be curious to see what is inside of these. Seems to be marked by the North Everett Trading Company. They deal with mainly in the Bay of Jewels. A lot of goods can be found up there, and it's very far away from Merrick.
Him saying this, I'm gonna look away from my embarrassing attempt to open it and be like, well, I was going to look at Saw, but you go ahead. You first. Since I'm clearly not opening these cases.
Oh. Yeah. If I can, sure, I'll give it a shot.
We'll
These are
just
just-
slide over and.
Glenn, go ahead and roll a strength for me, please.
That will be a 13 with fear.
13 with fear. Okay, I'm fear farming. This is good. These crates are insane.
These crates are just gonna make him so powerful.
So we learn a lesson: never
Stopping
try to
him
open
now.
anything ever again.
Exactly. Crates, the movable doors. You go ahead and pop the top of this open as a couple of vials come rolling out and land in the grass. There is some, looks like hay that's definitely mostly rotted out. That's sort of clumped inside of the box, but you do see a heavily damaged letter that's also inside of this crate here. But you do see it, and as the hay sort of has subsided down to one side, you do see that there is a couple of daggers that are also sort of in hilts, but they're fastened to the bottom of these crates, like on the inside, but on the bottom side of these crates, almost like they were like smuggling these weapons out.
The daggers, does anything like denote them as special? Like, do they bear like a crest of a noble house or, you know, say poison, dangerous,
Hmm.
don't touch?
You do not. They don't see anything like that. But each of the hilts, do have the symbol that represents Kalis.
This cannot be a coincidence.
What's that? Mort says as he picks up one of the vials and such, like shake it.
The serpent. Now we have weapons of the serpent on the trail to the serpent.
You think this shipment may have been on its way to the church?
Or from the church.
What would a church all the way
Serpents use daggers.
Potentially, the snake is a misnomer, a falsehood to keep people away.
So we're not getting paid. That's fine. Still uncover some mystery. Or
It is only a theory.
We turn to
can't
the freaking Scooby Gang right now. It's just old man Jenkins. Don't worry, he won't hurt.
I would have got away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids.
And your pesky wolf.
That's it. You're Scoob now. Come on, Scoob.
Like, let's get the hell out of here, man.
That was awesome.
Investigating these vials, do they look familiar or recognizable?
Go ahead and roll a knowledge for me, please.
I've been doing good. 7, 8, 9 with hope.
9 with hope. Take your hope. No, they do have a it looks like a dark blue thick liquid inside of them. But there seems to be like a thick blue film that this liquid has sort of adhered to the inside of the bottle.
Oh, gotcha. Well, health is red unless health is green. Stamina is the other one. I don't know what blue is.
It's your mana potion, man.
Oh. I could be tempted to test it out. Do some field research.
Just dip
Merrick
your toe
has
in it.
Well, maybe that's it. Was there you said something about a letter?
Yeah, there is a heavily weathered letter that's sort of sitting in the sort of pile of rotted hay.
I'll see if prestidigitation can do anything to fix it, or at least clean it up. I probably can't return any lost ink or any things that was gone, but at least it'll make it so it doesn't fall apart.
Yeah, it's dried as much as it can be, due to the cleaning of it. But it does have a wax seal that does match the trading company that is on the outside of the box.
Gotcha.
Ooh, is the foliage still around some parts of the carriage?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Nature's Tongue and then ask the foliage what happened here.
Okay, go ahead and roll your instinct roll for me, please.
I'm on hot dice.
Hot dice with this. You talking to some moss, bro?
First fly. That's nice talking to a bush.
Yeah, he just goes up to the cart and touches a vine with a leaf on it and just goes, "Hey,
Who
what
brought this
happened
guy?
here?"
You know as much as we do.
This carpet's been here.
Wait, did that vine just move?
Yeah, that's going to be a 14 with hope.
14 with hope, so go ahead and take your hope.
Okay.
We were very young before we were growing. Just sprouts. When a large blast sent this cart flying. People don't last long.
Oh, people don't last long?
No. They expire quickly.
Do you mean in general, or they don't last long, where they got blasted from?
Both.
And he'll just pet the leaf and be like, okay, thank you.
You see the leaf sort of move before stopping.
You said there were 2 crates, right?
Yep, there's 2.
Okay. Can I get the other one open?
Yeah, go ahead and
Oh, wait, guys. Do we need to open the other crate? I'm just saying. Bruce is over here fear farming.
open it.
Do it.
So that's a no.
Giles is just gonna look. Giles is gonna look up. Well, you can't just open one crate.
Yeah, what if the other one has different stuff?
Like, what if there's?
Okay, that's an 11 with hope.
11 with hope.
Yeah.
Take your hope, and you
Fire
go
my
ahead
hope.
and pop open the crate. As it looks like there's 2 backpacks. That seem to have a layer of mold growing on top of them.
Gently take them out, just because I'm afraid they're gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
And what is the contents of said backpacks?
Quite a bit of food is inside of them that are definitely way past spoiled. There looks like what was remnants of a letter inside of the backpacks, but the moisture from everything inside of it made it completely unusable and unreadable as the ink smeared and got distorted due to the weathering. But each one of them had a black bandana inside of the bag. Still heavily covered in mold, but have a black bandana. It is a just pure black bandana. There's no markings or anything on it.
Fuckers were ninjas.
Looks so good with my everything else that's black.
You can tell with the mold.
I guess you could wash it.
Wait, is the mold also black?
No, it's like a vibrant white.
You.
Are we sure it's mold?
Looks
Taste it.
Glint, taste it. Wait, never mind. Glint, don't taste it.
Don't taste it. Don't taste it.
Glint will be like, okay.
I do have some fear to use. Let me get this done.
We will sample this and we will deliberate on what it is.
Processing.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys look around as well, the glass shard of trail that you're following, the while they were a little bit more spaced out, are being more and more consistent. A little bit bigger pieces are being left behind as well. As this trail continues on past the cart.
How would we like to proceed?
With caution.
An excellent point.
Seems like we're getting closer to whatever caused this explosion, or whatever the source of the seemingly endless shards of glass that came out of that ogre's back are. So, might be getting close to the cave.
Just to touch base as well, as you unfold this letter carefully, a lot of it is pretty unreadable. At the top, you say, to whoever it may concern, attached is your 2 vials of, and then the paper goes unreadable for a huge, I want to say probably 70% of the interior piece of the letters. But, and then it continues on, please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or concerns about your delivery. It was a pleasure working with you. Please send all gold to, it has a address up in the Mirage Oasis. Thank you, Northern Effort Trading Company.
Alrighty. Type worth a dang. All right, cool. Got that noted. Yep. Looks like it was just a payment for or a shipment to this place at least, and they were supposed to send payment back home. Don't know who. Don't know why. Don't know what. And I'm not feeling adventurous today, except for the adventure we're going on. I'm fine with that part. More or less the unknown blue vials.
We going to take them with us?
I don't see why not.
Are we going to take the daggers?
I don't see why not.
According to Merrick property law,
if we're gonna take mysterious vials, why wouldn't we take the daggers?
I don't know. It was a simple question, mate.
Giles, you make a valid point.
Well, don't single me out.
With that being said, you guys go ahead and remove the sheaths off of the fastening from inside of them. Again, the blades are heavily rusted, but the hilts are still relatively intact if they've been in the weather, exposed to elements for who knows how long. You guys continue following the shards of glass as you continue on into your second day of travels. And that's where we'll go ahead and wrap up for tonight. So thank you guys so much for coming hanging out. We will see you guys next week for another episode of Tales of Elarion as our group of adventurers head off further and further into the forest. Couple of announcements real quick, guys, before we go. Adventure Dice is sponsoring this show, so make sure to go to adventuredice.ca and use code JBrews for 10% off your order. That does exclude any of the dice sets that are for charity. We want to make sure that those charities still get 100% of their proceeds for raising the great causes that they work with. So make sure to head over there and use code JBrews for 10% off. And then also the cast of Indie by Night Blurred Lines. Some of us are going to Gen Con this in a couple of weeks. And we're doing a live show downtown in Indianapolis for Gen Con. We are almost sold out on tickets. So if you're interested in coming seeing us live, make sure you grab a ticket in the link in the chat. And we will see you guys there live. You'll be able to hang out with us, see what sort of completely sane vampire seriousness that will never happen at one of our live shows. So it's going to be a good time as we go ahead and continue on that chronicle. So thank you guys so much. And again, we will see you guys tomorrow as we pick up where we left off for our heist and Starfinders as we run the Stars Season 3 continues on as we go through Starfinder 2nd Edition. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a good night. Bye.